Westeros!
And welcome to our Morning Throners podcast.
I'm Nelson.
And I'm Jeff.
And we are your Morning Throners.
And welcome back to another episode of your favorite Song of Ice and Fire podcast. We are your Morning Throners, and we got episode 3 of House of the Dragon. Nelson,
What do you think?
this is the best episode in a long time.
Best episode yet, for sure. Yes.
Just in general, too.
And you didn't need no dragons fighting.
Yeah, it didn't need it. It just needed a little bit of, like, what's the word I want? Tightness? Like, we just locked in. We were locked in the whole time.
This had to be the experimental episode, right? Remember I was telling you?
If it was, it's, like, the best one. I honestly think it might be...
You know what was weird about it?
Single camera. I don't know. That was a guess.
I think Rhaenyra was in every...
Rhaenyra. Yeah, it didn't leave Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
And honestly, it gave... I don't think you watch it, and it's probably not even that true. But, like, early on, Euphoria was kind of, like, focused on, like, a character an episode, and that's kind of, like, how they did the season.
Yeah.
There was, like, I don't know, 8 characters, and, like, one really kind of honed... Now, everyone was... The others were, like, in it, but, like, you kind of honed in on one, and...
Yeah.
Dude, I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was, like...
It was old school Game of Thrones. It was just conversations making things great, not dragons killing people.
It was conversations. It was like, oh shit, like we did this cool thing, but here's all these problems. There's still like the treachery of like shit going on behind their back, and
I feel like they were also acknowledging some things that people didn't like from season 2, like the Rhaenyra sends the food to get the small people to like her, but
she
she's sending
blockaded
food
it
past her own blockade. yeah. So, and they were like calling attention to that here, like, hey, do you think the small people are gonna forget that you're the one that made them starve? So,
right, and I'm always curious. I think I said it last week too. Like, what is true? Not even true, right? But what is accounted for in the books and like what is kind of at liberty here? There's definitely some moments where I'm like, there's no way that could have been in the books or we'd have a different story. Like Corlys in the hallway, I'll just like we don't have to go into the detail there, but like there's no way that happened. Or
yeah, I don't think we know about that, like the conversation like that. I think
it would be the end of House Valerian. Like I just can't. He couldn't have done.
Do they have names now?
Hull, I think.
But were they called Hull before?
I feel like he's introduced himself as Adam of Hull.
Okay,
before.
I know they call him of Hull in the books, at least for some portion of it, I'll say.
Yeah. I don't think Rhaenyra pulled that out of thin air, right?
Gotcha.
Like, but yeah, that part's interesting to me. But I do, again, I don't want to get out of too much order. But like there's some of that where I actually thought she was going to take Alicent onto her small council.
Yeah, like, that would have been. I thought that too, but I thought that would have been too crazy deviation from the books.
All right, so that's all right. So,
but for a second, I thought they were going to do it again. They're doing different stuff from the book, so I wouldn't put it past them like to still do that. But
it almost looked like it was on the front of her mind, but I'm like, that just wouldn't work, right? That would show almost that Alicent was in on it, like, and they'd be like, well, this is fucking bullshit, or the people would probably not like it. I like the ghost aspects of this place. I feel like that's like a really real thing to Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to. We'll go through it.
Yeah. Jace in the hallway. Like, was Baela a ghost? Maybe.
That's a good point. I thought Baela was there, but you're right. She was supposed to be out doing stuff because she asked shortly after, like, what's Baela's been seeing? Yeah.
Right. But I don't know why she would not say anything. Why would you not talk to her at that moment? It's not like Baela did anything to you.
Yeah. There is a ton of it in this episode, so let's just go through it chronologically. Let's get the numbers in beforehand, though. What's your number rating, or do you want me to give mine first?
No, I'll lead off. I really enjoyed it. It's exactly what I've been asking them not to do, and that's just been hop around a million places. Like we were completely locked in. I want to say it's a 9-1, and I don't think that's crazy. I really don't. I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9-3. That's the number I had in my head before you said anything. So
yeah,
I think this one's in the 9s, low 9s.
Yeah, I think I don't even know how you could not like it because it still had a little bit of everything. It didn't have dragons burning everything down, but if we had that, I was waiting for them to just like ride the tumblestones and like fuck it, let's burn it down.
Yeah,
but it can't be every episode, right? Like that's one thing.
Yeah, I'll say 2 things. The one thing is I did like that they stuck with Rhaenyra the whole time. I think there was like a few times where it detracted from it, like when she's like, "What is Ormond Hightower up to?" It
Yeah.
feels like it's going to
Yeah,
cut to
yeah.
a scene with Orm and Hightower and then just cuts to another Rhaenyra scene, which I get
Ah,
that I get what they're doing, but I wish that they would just like would have leaned like heavily into like the Rhaenyra and just like cut away.
yeah.
Like they
There's
snuck in the first one before the intro, the
right.
Daemon
I was gonna say there was one scene that was would you call that a cold start?
a cold
Right. It
open,
was
yeah.
cold open.
And I was like, this is a weird like cold open scene. Like it's cool, but it's not like a super
Yeah.
crazy scene. Like normally like their big reveals, like it's I think the only cold opens we get like Arya killing all the Freys or like the Hound, right? Like when we see the Hound working at the Sept.
Okay.
But like, so this wasn't that big, but I think they did it so that they could have every other like it's the only scene without Rhaenyra, and you kind of need Daeron in the castle for some of this episode. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
enjoyed I enjoyed that cold open too. I thought it's always looks cool when you have the three dragons kind of squad deep,
yeah,
right? Like, oh, you have a whole army. Well, this is all we really need.
yeah,
And like, you can't do shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought if anything, it is probably fair. Allison looked like unprepared for this moment. And it also looks like the Greens were preparing for them to like kind of concede King's Landing in a way, right? Like,
I don't know what part you're talking about. Sorry.
and just in general, like let's keep all of our gold elsewhere. Let's like leave King's Landing in even the Red Keep. Let's just leave the Red Keep in like disarray. Like we got rats everywhere. We got no gold, food. I'm sure they're doing fine with food, but like everybody else, food stores suck. We've got no crops.
I think they said they only have enough for even like in the castle for a few weeks, but yeah, let's get into it chronologically. I think this one's gonna take a while to go through. So cold open.
Cold opening. I thought it was sweet. Damon, Ulf, and Hugh. Obviously, they're playing Ulf to be like the fool, right? And Hugh kind of like the closest one to like being ready for this moment.
Yeah, I feel like they're both like kind of just like everyday guys, but
Yeah,
Hugh is trying to like be formal now that he's in this formal situation where Ulf
yeah,
is like just like I don't care, I'm gonna be me no
yeah.
matter what.
And then you see it a little bit later. Like Ulf is just Ulf. Like I
Yeah.
don't think we've all got a friend that you can think of and like yeah, that's your Ulf, right?
Yeah.
And then I think Hugh shows his true cards a little bit later too, which is kind of surprising to me.
I mean, he didn't seem to ever like snap back, but you could see he like, hey, you promised me some stuff and I'm not getting it. That's like really the
Yeah,
extent of it. But
yeah, but like you've got some just go fly on your dragons to wherever. Go get her on your dragon. Like where are you sleeping at night? Like go let her at least rest where you're sleeping. You got a bed somewhere in this thing, right?
what do you mean?
Hugh's going to bed somewhere. It's not like he's sleeping on Vermithor.
I think is he like
Go get your wife, bring her to court, and like they got bedrooms. Like put her in the bedroom in the Red Keep somewhere.
and that's kind of
like,
what he's saying is like, hey, no one's giving me a bed or a place to sleep yet. Plus, you promised me a house, but I don't know.
I just can't imagine that they're sleeping in the dragon pit, right? Like they're sleeping somewhere.
I don't know. I feel like you would know this better than anybody as a coach. Like you have a lot of logistics to deal with. Like if you have an away game and you got to stay overnight at a hotel, like making sure everyone's got rooms and stuff. And like if you on a short notice is like, hey, tomorrow we're taking over this place, and then
Yeah,
you're
but it's a
there, like
castle.
people are like,
It's
hey,
a
where am I supposed to
castle.
sleep? It's like, what? Yeah, I mean, you're just saying go find an empty room.
Take a bed. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like there's a room. There's a room somewhere. Go put your head down
Yeah.
on it. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like, so they bring out quote unquote Darren. We saw Darren, right? I think we talked about it in episode 1. But is he dark haired?
He had the squire in whatever episode that was had red hair.
Okay.
He didn't say anything, and they didn't mention him being Daron. But
Internet was kind of popping off like that was Darren, though.
yeah, because I think Daron is his squire. I don't think I mentioned this, but I think Daron is Ormond's squire in the book. So when he's like, "Hey, my squire will take this letter from you," that was kind of like a, without saying his
Hey,
name,
that's
insinuation. Yeah.
And he's got red hair then? Like you would, like he's got some
Why
Allison.
dye this kid? Why dye this kid's hair white then?
True.
So I'm
Maybe they
assuming
dyed
maybe they
both of them.
dyed both. Yeah, they flipped them. Yeah, pulled a little
Yeah.
Marcella.
It would be. I mean, it would be a nice little curveball if one of Allison's son didn't have white hair. But then, like, I don't know. She's already had 3 with Viserys, and none of them even like showed a speck of it. But
yeah, I don't think this is in the books at all, but I liked it. I didn't catch on to that he was fake right away when they handed him over right away.
Yeah.
I did think something was weird there because I knew Orban was going to attack Dumbledon. So,
Okay.
which we learned about at the end.
Yeah,
There.
a little
So
diversion.
I was like, huh, he's not giving up for long. I was like, what's happening here? If he is giving up, like, I wonder how that happens.
Yeah.
But then when
Tumbleton's not far, right? Like, it's right there.
Tumbleton is close. It's like kind of the closest spot.
I thought Tumbleton was like right outside of King's Landing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the closest like city
Okay.
to King's Landing in that direction. Yeah.
All right.
So it's probably not even in the reach. It might even be technically Stormland's territory. So yeah, I guess he said we're going away and then somehow marched the whole way there. The whole army time traveled a little bit though.
I'm surprised we haven't seen the Baratheon dude since Luke took his spill.
I assume they're going to put him in, but in the book
He just hides. He's hiding.
he calls his entire army, and then as soon as they leave, I forget what's happening. Maybe it's right as Rhaenyra takes King's Landing.
They turn around.
And he had not sided for Rhaenyra, right? So he's like, oh, you know what? I think the Dornish are invading the south of my lands. And he takes his whole army the other way. He's like, I got other stuff to deal with. I'm just staying out of this one.
Yeah.
Right. But I wouldn't doubt that they put him in the show. They're changing stuff, so.
All right, so that's the cold opening. Anything else you want to hit on?
Nope. Cool.
All right, Rhaenyra and Daemon in the bedroom.
I did want to mention in the intro, they've been adding stuff. Like they added Jason's death at the end. One cool thing I saw someone mention online was the tapestry shows Corlys killing Shirako Lohar, not Alan, which is cool because like you could see that's how history might remember it. It would remember the bastard. It would remember like the hero kills the hero,
the captain of the ship.
Yeah, even though that's not quite true.
I didn't give it a great look today, and I probably missed it.
I didn't notice it the first time, but I caught it on that one.
Yeah.
And then so I was looking, and the thing I noticed here is there is like a big rip.
Yeah.
Like Rhaenyra's queen, and then the whole tapestry rips. So like, are we not going to continue to get new stuff if the shit's already ripped? Or I wonder if it's going to rip and like one half has one side of the story and one half has like the other side of like the same story. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like that'd be hard to play off.
I'll give it another look when we close up shop.
Yeah, the rip surprised me. So, jumps in, Rhaenyra and Daemon
in the bedroom.
In the bedroom.
The king's room, I guess, would be.
Yeah, she's talking about how like childhood memories. She had some good ones with Viserys.
Yeah,
I think Daemon has a line like "Now let's begin" or something like that.
Now now it's your time or something like that. Yeah, it was definitely.
Well, I thought it was a callback to Dany. When Dany first gets to Dragonstone, that whatever that episode is, she walks through everything, gets to the table,
she turns around and says, "Let's begin."
Let's begin. And Darren didn't say exactly that, but he's like, "All right, let's go. It's time to like." He definitely said, "Let's begin." Yeah, focus in. Let's begin. Yeah, something like that.
Lock in Rhaenyra. Which I mean, shit. There's too much going on to lock in on.
The one thing I was gonna say that I don't like, besides the fact that they stick to Rhaenyra, I do like that, but I feel like they missed a few opportunities to cut away when like there was a reference to something. I feel like not cutting away does give mystery. The other thing that I feel like I don't like about this episode is Rhaenyra feels like she's not the same Rhaenyra in each episode. Like months aren't passing here.
Yeah, I do feel that.
Days are passing between these episodes.
Just the way she presents herself, it's almost like this episode she was putting on Queen Rhaenyra the show a bit. Like I felt that. Just the way she
was going aggressive a little bit, I thought.
It was just like she was playing up to the people that she was with. Like I think the moments where she's with her, like the small council, if you want to call them that, Corlys, the White Worm, and Daemon, like she's just talking, which I get. Like you do have to put on the show, but that's where I felt the difference in her was like this Queen Rhaenyra now is presenting differently than the Rhaenyra we saw obviously in the bed crying and.
Yeah.
But even at like the Dragonstone table, I don't feel like she spoke the same.
Yeah, I feel like I've said something about this before. I just feel like sometimes it's because the directors are different in each episode. Like the characters
they're asking for different things.
Yeah, and you just get slightly different like feels from the character. And I'm not sure if like she's trying to like go down this like I don't know. To me, I feel like she was slightly more ruthless than normal in this one. Like kill this person. Sorry, Alicent, you can't let go. We got to kill. She was trying to do the whole like we're not actually going to kill Aegon thing now. But again, we're jumping ahead. So with her,
I don't know about all that. I feel like where there's some Ruth, there's also some mercy too, right?
Yeah, that's true. She definitely has it, and some of it I was guessing at that I was wrong. Like when she's having this banquet, I thought it was going to be worse. I thought it was going to be more
Dude,
Red
I
Wedding
love that
style.
banquet. That was great.
Me too. When she was setting it up, I was thinking it was going to be Red Wedding, and I was like, dang, you're ruthless right now.
The way she was like dropping jokes, I was like, man, she's kind of funny. Like she's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I didn't mind them not cutting away, because we were in Rhaenyra's mind. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, what the fuck's going on out there? And like, she doesn't know. So now we don't know either.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
kind
really
of
enjoyed that
overwhelming because that's what it's supposed to be. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what she's going through. Yeah.
All right. So she's with Corlys, White Worm, Daemon.
Well, she shows Daeron. Damon shows Daeron first, and this is where
Okay.
I first wrote down in my notes: is he fake?
Oh, in the hallway, right?
Yeah. He won't say anything. She's asking like, give me something, give me something, give me something. He won't give anything. So
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why is this kid not talking?
Or looking, right? He's just staring at his feet the whole time.
He won't look anybody in the eyes, pretty much. Yeah. So that's when I first thought it. And then Damon's like, you got to kill him.
Do you know when I thought was the first time?
When?
I want you to guess.
When she asked Alicent, will
No.
you want to meet him?
No.
Oh, when he's carving the owl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what house that is.
I was like, what the fuck was that? A bird?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then small council.
Yeah, small council. I just have the list of issues. There's no gold, which I don't know. The Lannisters took the gold. I don't remember them talking about this, but did they give it to the Iron Bank?
I think Tylan did mention it one time. He's like, I'm gonna take and secure like most of the gold just for safekeeping in case something happens.
Isn't that kind of strange though? You feel like the Red Keep would be one of the stronger spots.
Yeah, I guess in case you're afraid you're gonna lose the castle.
Let's go put it on a cargo bus out to the Westerlands, or
I think what they do in the books is he splits it in thirds, and a third of it, he splits it in fourths. A fourth stays in King's Landing, a fourth goes to Bravos, a fourth goes to Lannisport, and a fourth goes to Hightower, I think.
I mean, that makes sense. You don't want it all in one account. I do get that.
Exactly.
Triarchy is on the beaches and just causing havoc.
Yep.
The trade routes aren't set up yet.
Yeah, and I guess the gold is a big problem for the whole chat. A big problem the whole episode, basically. Yeah,
we don't have any money to do. It kind of brings us back to like where the crown was with Robert. Yeah, I don't know if they ever fully recover from this war, and they just kind of like kicking the can down the road for a long time.
Well, and the one thing here too that was kind of like make me raise my eyebrows at Rhaenyra is like they're like, we have no food to like pay the or we have no money, there's no food for the people, like we don't even have enough food for like us. And she's like, what about my coronation, how are we gonna pay for that?
But I need to have a tourney. Like I'm like, Rhaenyra, you're kind of short-sighted. You know, this isn't very. And then like she wants her coronation, she wants a party, she wants a grand thing to like coronate her, which I do get that it's probably the right way, but it's short-sighted on what your people need. And then, like, the next time, it's like, maybe a banquet would be great. It was just like, Rhaenyra, this, like, isn't... Which was obviously a play. But I'm like, her mind's not in the game right now.
The banquet was definitely a play. That wasn't, like, a lavish banquet, which I was raising my eyes out. Because in the books, that is what Viserys is known for, is throwing lavish banquets.
Okay.
So I was like, what's the point here? But,
the best part is her looking out the window in this scene. She's just looking out the window.
Oh, really and there's other stuff going on in the back.
And she's just like, fuck this. Like, there's a couple things that she's either like, wow, look at what I've just won. This is great.
Yeah.
You know, or she kind of, there's some mad moments in this episode, right? Where you can just see the flicker of like, this lady might go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, she's on the verge of going one way or another. And that was one of them.
Yeah, which started last episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I really enjoyed just the scene of her looking out the window, even though it's very simple. She wants a new small council. She's like, fuck those people.
We need people. They don't have enough. They have Corlys, and that's pretty much it, right?
But it sounded like she like didn't even want those people to join her. Like, she was cutting ties with anyone at Dragonstone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Or maybe it was bring for them.
Was it no to the council at Dragonstone, or was it no to the council that was serving Aegon?
Yeah, I kind of took that, but there wasn't a council serving Aegon. They kind of killed him also. I'm not sure what she was referring to there.
Because they were like, do you want us to get the people from Dragonstone? And she was like, no, they stayed quiet for me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They've been serving. Maybe I misheard that.
Yeah, maybe I didn't understand that either. Again, there's a lot going on. The one thing I did catch was she's going to demand tribute from all the lords in the realm.
Is that people or money?
I think money. She's like, send ravens to Lannisport that we demand the money. Actually, send it to everybody. Yeah. There's a new queen in town.
Right.
We even
the loyal people?
I think so. I'm not sure. It's unclear.
Yeah. Cregan's not going to like that up north.
Yeah, nobody's going to like that.
Bounty for Aemond is what I have next.
Aemon's Andy disappeared. He showed up, killed people, and he's gone. We haven't seen him or Vagar. Weird, considering where last we saw him.
Harrenhal's just left open to,
And he was on the floor, like stabbed bad, like a day ago.
and he's already out and about.
It's hard to tell how much time's going by, but yeah. And this one only a few days, but find Aemon or Sheep Stealer. Yeah, and a Daemon bounty for his head. You get Harrenhal.
I do like that she has no idea who was on Sheep Stealer.
Yeah, and if you kill Aemon, you get Harrenhal. So Alice
Alice
could have just claimed that.
She just needs to get word out. Alice might just do it herself now.
Sounds like it's too late. He's already gone.
They're riding off together somewhere.
He's somehow already gone. Yeah, maybe
they're having a little Harrenhal honeymoon right now.
Yeah, maybe. There's rats. Daemon's supposed to get a new Kingsguard, and then it's just kind of like all the noises get to her. She's getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, the Red Keep's in shambles.
People have all kinds of problems.
I love the rats running by. They're great.
Mm-hmm. Again, in the books, there's not a problem anymore because Aegon kills all the rat catchers because of blood and cheese.
Yeah,
and then Otto brings in a ton of cats to take care of the rat problem. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because maybe someone will do that. And
whatever.
Rhaenyra will do it. But
isn't that going to be that big of a deal?
It's not a huge spoiler. Yeah. So yeah, next we get Rhaenyra and Alicent and Helena.
It actually makes sense now that when Arya is running around, she has cats to catch, though.
Exactly. Yep. Because that's why King's Landing has so many cats.
Yeah. I love that the rats were running around, especially because it then paid off at lunch.
Yep.
Or the banquet. Yeah. Alicent.
Otto wasn't as big of a topic. They talk about the gold. She doesn't know. They talk about Otto. It wasn't a huge topic. Again, I did like these scenes, though. Good scenes.
Yeah, great. Those two together are awesome. The chemistry is great. It didn't sound like Alicent. She never even was like, wait, why was my father here? Like, there was never that moment on screen.
That's true, yeah.
Which, I don't think she would have known that Otto was prisoner in the black cells. Like, she wouldn't have been just like, oh yeah, let me go about my day. My dad's down rotting in the black cells. It makes no sense.
Yeah, she mentioned something about you can't blame me for not knowing all of Lair's schemes, but I think that was when they're talking about Aegon escaping. So yeah, I don't think that's about him.
A lot of this is about Aegon not being a threat. I don't believe it. Obviously, we know that Aegon. What was his last thing? He was like, "Let me get back with.
Let's go to Rook's Rest."
Let's go to Rook's Rest. So like, he's obviously already turned tide, right? He's back.
Yeah, he's trying to get with an army. Yeah,
but he's not back, but he's trying to be back. I like the part, and I've said this a bunch as we read the book. Right? There's no ID. There's no facial shit. Right? Which is why we get a fake Daron moment where why if Aegon really did show up burnt to shit. Now he's not that burnt. Like anybody that would have seen him before could be like, we're not dealing with like, it's basically Superman.
He should be very burnt.
He should be fucked up. He should be way more fucked up. He's not. Yeah. He looks like half like Emperor Palpatine, but like half is like his normal fucking face.
That's kind of how it is in the books. He's like kind of two-faced, but the one side that's burnt is burnt bad. Kind of like the Hound. It's way worse in the books than it is in the show.
But if somebody's burnt like that, then you at least know the story, right? You'd be like, well, that really looks like the King Aegon.
Yeah.
But his face got really fucked up. Why would his face be really fucked up? Oh, because he was at Rook's Rest and he got burned by a dragon. You know, I don't know. I'm just not buying that. Like, him being burnt like that is almost now like the Hound, right? Now you have
an ID. Yeah.
ID, right? Yeah. You have something that could swatch out. So.
Because she does say in here, Alicent does, like, no one will know him. Like, he'll just blend in, which is, like, you're saying not really true. Which I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. So they're like, yeah, we'll just declare him dead. Bad play. You need a body. You always need a body.
Which kind of comes back to better with the Septon. But she doesn't tell Alicent she agrees to that here, but she does it. That's kind of what she does. She says, like, that's a word we're going to spread. And then she says, if we find Aemon, then that's when you and Helena can go free, but not until then. Yeah. And Helena's just like, I want a new room. I don't want to be in here. Do we know what room they're in? Like, was it a room that we've seen before?
It looks like where Tommen took a dive, but that was the only thing.
I meant like from House of the Dragon, like prior seasons. No, I don't know. Is this where they were? She's playing with bugs or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Was
who was jerking off out the window?
Aegon.
Because we said that looked like the Tommen.
Yeah, Tommen window. Yeah, and that was the only other thing I could think of was Aegon sexually assaulting the girl.
That might have been
and around here.
Yeah.
That would have been the only thing that, like...
Might have just been her and Aegon's old room, and she's like, I don't want to be in here. But yeah, who knows? You would have think that would have been the king's chambers, but...
let's get Joffrey back from the Vale. He's the heir.
Yep.
I do like that word, even if it's fake.
He's not in the Vale anymore, though. She sent him to Pentos, but...
Yeah, but did he ever get there?
In the books, he's still in the Vale. In the show, she sent him and the other 2 kids off on a boat to Pentos. Nothing
I,
happened to that boat, which something
yeah.
does happen to that boat in the books. Nothing has happened that we know of so far.
Again, I've known this. I know her. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not.
I think we did before.
Spoilers for it. Aegon flies away, leaves little brother Viserys there.
Aegon the Younger, Rhaenyra's Aegon. Yeah, leaves his brother
and
Viserys.
Joffrey's never left.
Joffrey's in the Vale. Yeah. So here she's like, send for him, get him back in the Vale. But I'm pretty sure he was sent off to Pentos with the other ones. So just a little more logistics to get him back, but whatever.
No mention of Rhaena.
No mention of Rhaena. No one cares about Rhaena. They will soon.
The ghost of Jace walks down the hallway.
Yeah, so this is her in the Red Worm now. They're talking about Daeron. She sees Jace, and she's like, fuck it, kill him. Like, they're talking like, what do I do with Daeron? She sees Jace, and she's like, yeah,
but doesn't.
Kill him.
But doesn't. I mean...
Well, she doesn't, but it's also
fake,
not him.
Fake words.
Yeah. Question the staff. She tells Sarah to do that. Yeah, then she meets with the Septon.
And only the way you know how to. Interesting.
Yeah, torture?
I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all.
Who knows?
You shouldn't trust her.
She seems good.
Nah, bullshit.
She seems like she has good intentions. She looked out for the small folk.
She's very similar to a guy that we know that was bald and a eunuch.
Varies.
Yeah.
He's not going to have the leader's best intentions. He's going to have the small folks' best intentions. If you go crazy, she's flipping sides. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, good.
And Daemon knows that better than everybody.
That's the type of people you should have on your council. They'll keep you from going crazy, hopefully.
All right.
But yeah, we got the Septon. They never said his name, which pissed me off because the Septon that, like, one of the main characters from the books that records all one of the 3 sources is Septon Eustace. I kind of wanted him to be this guy, but
you wanted to meet that guy.
Yeah.
I didn't think this guy was going to live much longer.
Yeah, she needs to like start slapping people at least. Like, well, he said it's.
Dudes are saying some reckless shit to her right to her face.
So she comes in, she's like, anoint me. He's like, well, I can't. Aegon's still alive and I anointed him. She's like, well, Aegon's actually dead. We found his body. He's like, that's funny because the faith always is who attends to the bodies and we never got
We didn't do our thing.
Yeah. And then he's like, we basically don't like, she's like, I had a dream about dragons or I saw a dragon one time. Trust me, I'm the chosen one. He's like, we actually hate dragons. They're magic, so don't touch me. And she gets pissed off and like walks away like, you're going to regret that. And he's like, hey, also don't make an enemy of us.
Yeah. There was a couple times where I was like, just imagine if Daemon was in the room here.
Yeah. It would go totally differently, but I don't know if it would go better. Because like we do know, don't mess with the faith.
I don't think it would go better. But to your point, like Rhaenyra's getting verbally slapped around a bit by these men.
Yeah. Was it, I guess, have we gotten there yet? She's on her period too? Like that. I guess we're not quite there yet.
Next.
That just makes all this stuff way. Again, I've never been on a period, but I'm assuming that just makes all this stuff way worse.
It's a couple scenes down.
We're getting there soon.
So she's not on it yet. But dude, there was one point when the Septon was like, "Fuck these dragons," where he talks about the creation of dragons a bit of how it. Did you catch that?
No.
It was like these monsters were born out of blah 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 and blah blah blah, and like, it was almost like the formula. For like,
well, the blah blah blahs would be useful there. I'll have to catch it on a rewatch. This is gonna be a long episode already, so I'm not gonna check it.
It was like the sins. It was like greed.
Oh, okay.
Lust and something else, and I was like,
bad stuff. I did hear him say that it only kills, it doesn't create.
Blood, greed, and lust. I'm like, oh shit! Did they have to like sacrifice?
Oh, I see.
Did they like sacrifice 3 people to like start the fire with the egg and like that? Bam! There's your first dragon.
Yeah.
I was curious if there was. We obviously don't know. We're thinking back to Dany, how she kind of like brought him back, but I was like, damn, is that how it was done? Is that what was rumored to start the first dragon?
Yeah.
You know? That's like the only thing I really put out of it, other than the Septon not wanting to do it, which I don't know if that would be true, right? Like they need to be dead to move on. They lost. Like if that's.
I don't know. I think that might be a decent rule. I thought he was going to say we can't do it because you're a woman, and like that's just rule.
It's not a bad rule. I do get the rule, right? If you really believe that the gods had picked this guy and he's still out there living, well, then there's still a fighting chance that the gods were right. So I can understand his argument, but
I just like the faith versus crown thing. It's kind of like a reoccurring thing in Game of Thrones. Like, so obviously the Cersei thing in the normal Game of Thrones that's still unfinished, but even like in the history, Aegon the Conqueror gets into some faith dilemmas.
Yeah.
So I like that they're kind of like throwing that in here.
Where I was questioning it was, let's just say they took over King's Landing and the whole family was there, right? Aegon, Aemon, rest of them.
Sure.
And they're in the throne room. Septon comes in like, oh, wow, Rhaenyra, like, congratulations, you won. But you got to, all right, chop these heads off so I can really, anoint you.
Yeah.
Like, he would be the one saying, like, yep, kill him.
Yeah, kill him.
Kill him if you want the crown.
Yeah.
That is weird to me.
Yeah, it is weird. I feel like he would have another problem with it, but I don't know. I feel like he just has, I don't know, he seems biased, but maybe it is just the Aegon
Well,
thing.
I'm not going to take that out, but this is his excuse,
he seems biased
right?
against dragons, which is like, why did you like Aegon any better?
Sense.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
But okay, next thing, she's going in the hallway, sees Baela. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Is it a ghost like Jace? Probably, because Baela should be off scouting, but I don't know. We do get a report from her, so maybe she was back.
Wait, before that, she has dinner with the Hulls.
Oh, you're right. Yep, with Corlys and Adam and Adam.
And it's basically like, here's Adam and Alan. They're such great guys that they're going to be my heirs. Easy for you, Rhaenyra. Just flip the switch. And you can see her wince in, like, pain about this. And I was like, to myself, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Like, name them. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But then...
I don't, she says that it's a problem. I don't really see it being a problem. Like, you're the queen. Do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I don't know. This doesn't seem that big of a
at this
deal
point, if they were bastards, does it... Not that they're dead, does it not matter? Because I guess Joffrey's still...
Yeah.
Joffrey's
if
still
Joffrey
very
was
much
dead,
alive.
then it wouldn't matter.
But if you're in charge, and you ain't got no DNA tests, no blood tests...
Yeah.
What hurts? Rhaenys not being dark of hair and all that is what really hurts the storyline. If she just had dark hair...
Well, they're not trying to pass these children on. Like, that's the difference. Is Rhaenyra just lied to everyone and told everyone that her children were their father was somebody they're not. Here, they're openly saying these children are bastards, and we're pretending like they're not anymore.
Yeah,
is basically what they're doing. Which is Rhaenyra's like, and Rhaenyra's just like, I just can't be seen as be supporting bastards and treating bastards like normal people because
No, I get it.
Which I don't really see the argument. Again, that's her argument. I'm not saying I take that side. I think it's a bad argument. It's just played out for the drama, but I don't know. I did like that scene where Corlys flipped on her, not here, but later on.
True, man.
Here, just undecided.
Brazen.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me that he's overlooking Baela and Rhaena so quickly. I know they're technically Targaryens, right? Because Daemon's their dad.
Yep.
But, I don't know. Changed their name.
He did offer to Baela, and she said no.
I know.
But yeah, Rhaena got shit on, I guess.
Yeah.
She might not want it either, but poor Rhaena. Everybody hates Rhaena, like I said.
Rhaena's just the redheaded stepchild of House Valerian. Targaryen.
Yeah.
All right, so she does see Baela in the hallway. I was like, hey, Baela. Again, Baela's my girl. Baela's number one.
Why are we not
I think Baela's... If you ever see all these ads right now, it's like, Kalshi this, Kalshi that.
Yeah, it's like a betting on anything app.
Yeah, I'd put my stock in Baela, even though I know she's not going to do shit, probably, like...
Being awesome? Or dying?
She's just...
Last season you were on her dying.
Ending up on the throne. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't believe that. I think she's probably going to be one that bites the dust.
Yeah.
Like with everybody else, but...
Baela's my queen, too. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Yeah, next. She can't sleep. Goes for a little walk around. Ends up sleeping with Daemon. Anything of note there?
Weird that they're not sleeping together. I mentioned it last time. They like don't really have any romance, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, their relationship's different in the book, so it's kind of just a whole different thing. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of husbands and wives sleep apart just for like snoring reasons and stuff like that.
No,
right? It's probably like not that uncommon, but
I feel like it's not even that uncommon in like this time period, right? They're like, oh, well, that's your room. This is my room. Like,
yeah.
See you in the morning at private. Like, I don't.
That's true. It's probably even more of a thing. Like, even when I remember there's a scene where Viserys calls to Alicent in the last one to get banged.
Yeah. That was season 1, right? But all right, let's just go through this. This relationship starts off super lustful, where they're like secretly like eyeing each other across the room. Like, there's so much sexual tension. They're running to the sex houses to like secretly do it, and
but didn't do it. Yeah.
Sexual tension. Cut it with the knife. Blah, blah, blah. They get married to other people. They get back to each other. They're kissing on the mountains. They love each other. They have kids. And then it's just like...
Yeah. I don't know. It's like a marriage of convenience, right? Isn't that a thing? Like it just...
I don't know.
It makes sense for both of them. Maybe there was love there at one point. They don't hate each other anymore, and they're kind of like a good team. So it's like, hey, let's just keep this thing going.
In last season, there were moments where they were like, kind of at each other's throat, and Daemon was just doing whatever the fuck he wanted to. And there was the whole like, oh, is he just raising an army for himself too at Harrenhal? That whole conflict was there.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll ever see them kiss again on camera. I'll say that. There's no
Yeah.
more kisses to be had.
No, like romantic ones, like when they got married. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. Again, it's hard. I don't know what the show's gonna do.
They're not gonna kiss.
The books.
They won't ever
They're.
kiss. He might as well be her brother and like hit her hand at this point.
I don't want to say it as a spoiler, but I can't imagine the
Yeah.
show going this way at this point. But like, I think at this point, Damon's still fucking Massaria, like on the side, and Rhaenyra's like, I don't care, just let him do it. Like as long as it keeps him
Yeah.
away from me, like keeps him out of my bed. Like again, they're working together, but like I don't think they're definitely not fucking in the books. I don't think so.
Yeah. She gets dressed in the morning. Next,
Yep, she wants to wear the sword. They're like, that's a bad look.
do we know who this girl is? The hand?
That's the lady who got sent into King's Landing in season 2, and she was kind of like the inside man for a lot of the stuff, like at least to the small folk like this, send the food, help getting the food in and stuff like that.
Do we trust this girl?
I think so. I mean, as much as you trust my Syria.
Sorry for the yawn. Mid. Well, I don't trust Miss Area as far as I could throw
Well,
her.
there you go. Then no, I think.
I don't think she trusts her because she checks the tea later on at the council that this girl gives her.
It's true. I was thinking the same thing. Like, why else not drink the tea?
She don't trust her.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think also with like the rats are giving her like who's gonna kill me vibes. Who's in the walls? You know what I mean? Like when she's looking at the rats, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, kind of like Danny in the books. How Danny's always like, 3 betrayals, you will know who's gonna be the next one. Who's gonna be the next one?
Or even like Cersei, like Tywin's in the walls.
Tyrion.
No, I'm sorry, Tyrion's in the walls. Who's popping out of the fireplace to kill me like rat cheese?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, yeah, we don't have to talk about it. What's next? She wants to wear the sword.
Yeah.
She has her period. She wants to wear the sword. That lady's like, probably a bad look. Like, not what we're trying to do right now. And the reader's like, yeah, good point. She does end up with some chain. Like they talked about it enough that I was like, okay, I wonder what chain she's wearing. I didn't notice. I tried to look, but I couldn't see
like dragon fire
or something.
Yeah, like a fire chain.
Yeah,
I mean it was fire. It was kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool
and then she's on her period, which is again just like she's dealing with a lot right now. Yeah.
Not the time.
Yep.
She's on the throne. I was waiting for her to get cut. That's like whatever. This small people. We've been in enough of these, especially Danny, right? Where it's just like, complain. There's no real way of solving any of these problems. She has no way of solving any of these problems.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. And like it reminded me of when Aegon actually sat at the throne, and Otto was at the foot of it, and they're like, "We need help," and Aegon's like, "Okay, I'll help you. I'll give you this," and Otto's like, "Well, we can't do that because of blah blah blah," and that's kind of what happened here. Corlys is like, "Well, we can't do that because of blah blah." I forget what it was. But.
It was hunting in the Kingswood. It's like a bad thing. I feel like we hunted the shit out of those. We hunted the shit out of those woods with Robert.
The nobles can. Small folk can't hunt. Just remember, like Sir Eustace, like you're not allowed to take any deer from Wattswood.
Chosen land.
Yeah, Kingswood's the Crown's Wood. You can't hunt in there. You got to go to the Peasants' Wood for that.
I didn't pick up on that. I didn't think anybody was hunting in there.
I think that's when she said that, everyone was like, "What? Like we can hunt? That's like the prime time hunting grounds. You're gonna let anybody hunt there? Like you're not gonna have anything to hunt now.
It would be gone.
Yeah, it'd be picked clean. Yeah,
I didn't pick up on that right away.
And she was like, "Well, just rabbits."
She's never had a hand, right? Or she did. The dude in Dragonstone that we never liked.
Did she name him Hand? I don't know if she ever named somebody Hand.
No Hand.
She named Corlys Hand. I mean, Corlys has been her hand. He just hasn't been around and acting his hand for a while.
Right. I do recall that. No.
Yeah. And then the other lady comes up. She's like, "Hey, I work for Masseria. I was one of the people like doing deals for you in the city. We want justice on the nobles who hoarded food."
Yeah.
And I like this. They're bringing up some of the stuff they talked about in season 2. There was a scene with Hugh and his wife in season 2 when everyone starts hoarding food. And Hugh is basically saying, like, how can they do this? Like, it's so cruel to us small folk. And she's like, you would do the same thing. Like, if food was scarce and you had if we had the money to buy it,
you could buy it up.
We'd be buying it. Like, if she's like, if we had the money, he's like, not to the point where other people starve. And the wife is like, it's a good thing we don't have enough to find out. Basically saying like, yeah, we fucking would. We just, we're thinking highly of ourselves because we don't have the opportunity right now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a hard,
I think they're talking more like middle upper class. These people that Rhaenyra has to banquet are upper class later on. Like these guys have cellars of probably cask of wine and stuff like that.
That's when you have like, how deep do your stores go?
Yeah. Like this shit's going to go bad and rot
before you can
get to it. And there's people out there starving. Yeah. That's when it's a problem.
That is the issue for sure.
Yeah.
If you have more food that you could eat in like 2 winners. Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah. So that I think we don't actually get an answer like or what her thoughts on that are, but then we cut to the council.
She sees a rat in the throne.
Yeah, in the chair. Yep.
And she rubbed her finger.
No cut though that we
She
saw.
didn't. I was waiting for blood to be.
Yep.
I did see something. I don't know. Tell me. I'm not. I won't say it.
Okay. Then it goes to the council. Bela.
No balls. No balls on the table.
That's true.
See
They're
that?
not doing the balls deal anymore. That was stupid. Get that out of here. That's when we retired it.
I actually liked clocking it. Well, once that dude got his head smashed.
I mean, I'm
by
just saying
one,
that's why Tyrion and them aren't doing it anymore. This is when
this was the end of it.
tradition stopped, I guess.
That was the first thing I noticed. No balls on the table.
They're talking about something. I didn't catch it, but Bela's like, what? Or, yeah, Rhaenyra was like, what'd Bela see? That's what I want to know. Where's Vhagar? She's like, well, we didn't see anything except for dead Sunfire.
I don't believe it.
Rest. Bela saw it.
Way rotted. Like rotted.
That's what Damon said. Dead and rotting. Yeah.
Been dead and rotting.
Who knows?
I think it's scabbed.
We're sending Adam with Bela to help because we want to find Vhagar. We need to find Vhagar.
I think it was
She's not getting results, so we're sending another person.
Like Bela, I guess. Vhagar's so fast. It's not like Vhagar's slow. Like you end up with a 1v1 with a Vhagar. Like you're not. It's not like, all right, I'll just fucking maneuver my way out of here. Vhagar came out of nowhere, snatched the shit out of Arax in the sky. Was putting up with.
I was gonna say I think Moondancer could get away, but you'd think Arax could get away for the same reason. Like in the books, the smaller dragons are way faster. Like so, like you would think you'd be able to get away. But I don't know. It's a good point in the show so far.
It seems a little when you do have a little bit like you could send a handful. Like, send her and Adam right away, or her and Hugh.
Yeah.
Dude, Vermithor looks cool as fuck, too. I need to go back to...
He's got a thick butt.
They all look so fucking cool. All the dragons look so cool.
Yeah, Vermithor's cool because he's got a thick butt, but he's got the same thing that Cyrax has, where, like, their wing flap connects way lower. Like, a lot of the dragons, their wing flap, like, connects, like, near their ribs. Cyrax's, like, connects... like near her thighs, like near her hip or thighs. It's not as noticeable because like Cyrax is a shorter dragon. I think Vermithor has the same thing, but it's just like way bigger. Like if there's different breeds, I think Vermithor and Cyrax are the same breed, but Vermithor is just way bigger.
Yeah. I'll have to look closer at that. But I like how some of the wings are like have points on them. Some of them like curl back onto their body.
Yeah.
Craxus is just a fucking weirdo. Sheep Stealer's a weirdo, right? Yeah. Like there's some cool.
Yeah, the ones we have left are pretty noticeable. The only two I get confused are Silverwing and Sea Smoke. Sometimes I see like the grayish, and I'm like, I don't know which one that is. I'm just guessing by size. But yeah, so we're sending Adam and Sea Smoke out with Bela, and then the next thing is, what do we do about all these starving people? Well, we're back in the council.
What would Viserys do?
And she's like, a banquet.
I was like, Rhaenyra, what the fuck are you doing throwing a banquet? That don't make any sense.
Yeah, that's the opposite. That's what Cersei would do. It gave me, I think it's a Marie Antoinette famous line when all the people are starving and someone tells her like, hey, there's no food and there's no bread in the city. Like the people are starving. She's like, if there's no bread, just let them eat cake. Like she's so high class, she doesn't understand that like if there's no fucking bread, there's obviously no cake. And if they
you can't make a cake.
And if they can't afford bread, they definitely can't afford cake. Like she doesn't understand like that those kind of like when even they say that now, like you ask they ask like some of these celebrities, like, what do you think like the average grocery
anything
cost?
About the political climate right now?
Yeah. You just ask a celebrity, like, what do you think like an average grocery store run costs for like a family of four? And that they're a family of four, and they
have no clue.
$2,000. You're like, what are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I think that's like kind of the idea there. So that's what gave me the thought. Again, I do like where this ended up going. My first thought, I was like, what are you doing? You're gonna throw a banquet. That I was like, that does match what Viserys from the book would do. Doesn't solve this problem though. And then again, she was being kind of twitchy, like I want to wear that sword and stuff. So I was like, is she gonna kill these people? Like I thought she was like potential red wedding.
Is there a banquet thing?
I don't think this is a thing in the.
All right, so before we get to that banquet, the dragon seeds get names and knighted.
Yes. Off the White, Hugh the Hammer, and Adam of Hull. Yep.
Why couldn't it have been like Adam of the Water or something like that?
Adam of the Water?
I don't know. Something cooler. Adam of the Tides. That would have been a sweet name.
He's not from the Tides. He's like Flea Bottom.
No, he's not. He's from the little... How would he be in Flea Bottom, but his brother was learning how to be on the ship?
Oh, Adam. I thought we were talking about Ulf. Sorry.
Fuck off the White.
Yeah. Oh, Adam of Hull. You're saying Adam of the Wolf. Yeah,
Adam
they
of
could
the
go somewhere.
Tides, Adam of like you didn't have to give him Driftmark, but like
Yeah.
Hull. One, what is Hull? Is Hull the flea bottom of Driftmark? Is that like the little town on Driftmark?
Hull is the small town, like dock port town, right outside of High Tide. Kind of like Wintertown, I think, is to Winterfell.
Okay.
Hull is to High Tide.
What's High Tide? Is that I thought
The
it was
castle, Corliss is Driftmark is the island.
Driftmark. Okay, High Tide is on, or is it the other way? Driftmark.
Driftmark is the island. There's a city that I'm forgetting. The big port city I'm forgetting. Is it Hull? I don't think it's Hull. It got burned in the last. It doesn't matter anymore because it got burned. But
Okay.
Spice Town.
Spice Town.
So that's the big one. Let me make sure I was right about Hull. Hull is a town on the island of Driftmark. It is located beneath the walls of Castle Driftmark on the north side of the isle opposite of Spice Town. Castle Driftmark. Maybe there's two castles. Maybe there's Castle Driftmark and what did I say? High Tide. High Tide is definitely his castle. Maybe that's in I don't know. It's another town on Driftmark where they're from.
Maybe the castle of Driftmark is High Tide. They just
Maybe.
didn't say it in your wiki there.
Yeah, in the wiki. Yeah, maybe. Whatever.
All right. Yeah. So that's obviously the issue. That makes me think like, right? The dragons are. Spoiler alert. I'll say that now. Spoiler alert.
Sure.
No, I won't say it.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but
Well, you know it all, so I'm not afraid to tell you. You can keep this in or not. I
Sure.
know a dragon seed is going to betray Rhaenyra.
okay.
I think they're giving it so that any one of these three can do it. All because he's kind of a stupid person. Rhaenyra because she might not hold, or Hugh because Rhaenyra might not hold up her end of the bargain,
Sure.
and then Adam because he's mad about his name, right?
Sure. Well, I feel like we don't get enough Adam. He's in there, but he's never saying anything in any of these scenes. He's just like there, even like the ones where
He's just
Corliss
like,
gave him the name.
I'm Adam.
Yeah, they're like but whatever. But yeah, I think they're trying to definitely like give vibes like there's some unhappiness in the scenes with the current establishment. Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure I know who is the one that betrays, but I won't say that because one, I'm not too sure. Two,
well,
whatever.
then it's just a guess, right? It's not a spoiler.
No, because it's more than a guess.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next scene. Rhaenyra and Alicent. Otto.
Hugh catches her in the hallway, wants his wife at home.
Yeah, check out my house. Yeah.
Alicent and wants Otto's bones. Yeah.
Yep. And then before she leaves, Rhaenyra's like, "Give me some advice." And Alicent's basically like, "You're gonna have to do bad things. Like, there's no way you can just. You're not coming out with this squeaky clean hands. Like, if you want to get things done, you're gonna have to at least turn a blind eye sometimes to shit that like." Find yourself a Larry Strong.
I thought it was very good advice. I mean,
yeah. So you don't want to hear it, but whatever. And Rhaenyra's like, this is what I thought was weird. She's like so taken aback by it when I'm like,
yeah,
bro, I feel like you're kind of already like,
you just lived this, right?
You cut off Otto's head yesterday. Like
you just cut off Otto's head. You just sat in the throne room and were like, wow, I can't help. If she didn't have the realization that like, wow, I really can't help any of you guys.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, I don't know how to do it. Yeah.
Has she not been around? Well, then she goes like, "Oh, it didn't change my dad." And I was like, "Your dad was living in La La Land."
Yeah, he didn't have to deal with the problems that we have to deal with, like as women. I think is partly what she was saying there.
Oh, I just thought I thought she meant like her dad was quote unquote solving problems, but like not really doing anything. Like it was like, "Oh, we'll just have a fucking dinner party then."
Like, yeah, he didn't really have problems to deal with for the most part.
It was peaceful times, right? And
yeah.
He was just getting killed by the throne.
Yeah.
I really thought she was about to join the small council.
Yeah, this is what I thought was going to happen too. Again, glad it didn't, but...
Yeah, it would have been too much.
Then we got the banquet.
I thought it was great. The banquet was great.
Yeah, banquet was cool. Telling jokes.
Her, like, giving the jokes was awesome. Love that part. When she had dinner with the Hulls and Corliss, you could see, like, they kind of focused in on her plate for a second, and it was like a... I don't know, unseasoned looking chicken wing. It didn't look that good, but like it was obviously a wing. And for a second when they put the plate down, I'm like, oh shit, she's having the same exact dinner because it was from a little bit further away. I was like, but that looks like the fucking same chicken wing. She just ate that for dinner. And like she's really running it back. And then when they're just like aghast at, I'm like, what the fuck's the matter, dude? The rats being on the plate they're great. That was an awesome. That was just.
She didn't make them eat it though. They just like left right away. Like she just like left.
Yeah.
Should have at least made him eat it.
Take a bite.
Yeah.
Let me watch you eat it.
Then on the way out, she's like, "Oh, also we're stealing from all your food stores right now."
Yeah. She shouldn't steal all of it, right? She should steal what they don't need.
Yeah.
Is this in the book at all? Is this
I don't
like the
think
first
so.
thing she does? No.
I don't think so. Things along this line, but yeah, not this specifically.
Okay. Torrin Manderley. Is he in Northman?
Yeah, Manderley.
What's he doing down here?
Must just have a summer home, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
what the fuck is he doing down here? He just came for the rat dinner and was like, "No, I'm not gonna sit down. I'm just gonna stand in the back."
And he basically like laughs at it, and she's like, I'm taking your food too. And he's like, yeah, it's whatever. I can afford it. He's like, small folk will like this. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. That's basically what he says, right?
Yeah. All right. Interested to see what you do, Torrin. Like,
okay,
what
guy.
are you up to?
Yeah.
Are you Torrin Manderley? I need an ID. Can you show me actually that
prove
you're...
it.
One thing that I was kind of looking for around the table was sigils, and I couldn't see any of them. But I guess they might not even have sigils; they just have money.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra and Daemon then sitting outside talking.
Yep.
Good scene. Daemon's a psycho.
Yeah. She's like, the Vale never gave us people, so you're gonna go there and get gold instead. Daemon's like, okay. Also, guess what? We look at us. We're on top of everything. She's like, we got problems to solve though. And he's like, no, I fought those problems.
Nah,
Let's go conquer Dorne, and then ET, and then all these other places. Yeah. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah,
no.
Lock in, Daemon. Like,
and he's like, we're gods. We can do whatever we want. Like, we're literally gods. And she's like,
what would they do? Get on every dragon and just leave King's Landing like open again, or
it
like
also doesn't. It feels kind of like Daemon from last season before he had the vision quest. Like the vision, like it seems like Aegon's prophecy was mostly about Westeros.
Yeah,
we don't need ET for that, Daemon. Like, stay focused.
You had Dany right in the desert of somewhere, but like we don't need winged men of
true.
An unknown island. But so I don't even know if you could tell that she could have been in Dorne for all we know, right? The desert of Dorne, not the red grass sea. But
yeah.
Damon's just funny.
So he wants to conquer land. She says, Viserys always said dragons are dangerous. Like, I know you're fired up because we're in charge and we have all these dragons, but Viserys says they're dangerous, too much power. We got to fix King's Landing first. And he basically says, fine.
Your brother can see it. What? Tell me again, he had a dragon that died. Old dragon?
Well, Aerion the Black Dread. The biggest dragon ever.
Was Viserys.
Rode it once.
And was like, all right, you're retired?
Yeah, never rode it again, I don't think. Maybe it just died. Yeah. How did Balerion die?
Dragons just can't live forever.
Yeah, Balerion the Black Dread died of natural old age in 94 AC, the dragon pit of King's Landing, rather than in battle. At over 200 years old, he was the largest dragon ever and the only one known to die of old age. His last rider, the future King Viserys, flew him only 3 times before the dragon's death.
Can you imagine having Balerion and just not riding him?
Hang on.
What are you Googling?
There was a dragon that got ridden to old Valyria. A younger girl stole it. Okay, it was. I thought the girl died when they came back. She had like fireworms in her, and the dragon was fucked up. But I thought the dragon might have died too, but I guess not. That was Balerion. So yeah, I was like, if Viserys had Balerion, and that's how I thought Balerion died. That's what was confusing me. I was like, how did it die of old age?
You thought he got stolen, and
a girl stole it from him, and then took it.
Okay,
that happened. That just happened before, and it didn't kill Balerion. So
so Daemon's going to the Vale, and then everywhere else, right? It's just like go get money from everybody, kind of.
Did she say that at the end? Definitely the Vale. I don't know.
I thought it maybe it was people around. I thought it was like hit more spots on your way back too.
Gotcha. And then he's like, as he's leaving, he's like, okay, you got to kill Daeron.
He kind of seemed happy to listen to her like talk about ruling, right? Like he was like, yeah, like you're stepping in.
She didn't say no.
Like you're stepping into this role, and then he says no, and then he kind of gets.
She didn't say no to him. He's like, let's conquer everything, and she said, let's do King's Landing first,
and he didn't like that.
I think that's what kind of got him okay with it. It's like, that's not a no. That just means like, okay, in a year or two, I think that might be why he was like,
and you have to kill Daeron. I'll stop.
You got to know when to stop pressing the point at some point. Like, okay, you got the maybe.
Yeah,
I'll take that for now.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But you got to kill Daeron.
Yeah. So then she goes to see Daeron, and there's a carving of an owl, not of a tower.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was an owl. I just had bird.
Yeah, I thought it was an owl.
You could tell it was an owl?
I thought so. I Googled what house has owl. It looks like it's a house called House Merlin, which is in the Stormlands, which again is like Tumbleton. It's probably in the Stormlands, so they're on their way.
They just found this kid, bleached his hair, and said, you're going fucking in it.
Again, it doesn't seem like a willing inside man, right? They basically like, do this or we're gonna kill your mom. So yeah, maybe like a prisoner.
They were probably set up at Tumbleton when they went to go meet Damon would be my guess, right? To
I don't
have
know.
this
That
kid
sounds
already,
too close. I mean, yeah, if Damon got there and back,
or a farm outside of Tumbleton, wherever.
I thought they were way closer to the Reach, but you might be right. I mean, they got to Tumbleton by the end, and only a
They
few
couldn't
days
have been
passed.
that close to the Reach because they've been marching since when to get here.
Yeah, but Allison told them to stop. I guess told them to stop because she was afraid they were going to get here. So yeah, maybe they're closer than I'm giving them credit
Did
for.
they listen? I guess they kind of listened. They said they listened.
Yeah, right. Stop for 2 days. Yeah.
Do we know where they were when that happened, though?
No, I don't think so. Maybe if I go back and look, there's some sigils that would give it away, but not that I knew.
Yeah. Little knife on the bed.
Yeah, that he was carving with, right?
Yeah. You
Oh, and
think?
she was going to kill him. I didn't think about that, but yeah, I guess
I
she
didn't
could
think
have.
she was going to.
Next morning, she wakes up in the litter. She's tired. She's riding with Masseria. She's going to give out food to the small folk, and she does.
They need more. They need a bigger assembly line
Yeah,
than this.
it's not going to solve King's Landing. There's
One, there wasn't that much food there. Two, even what she was doing was taking forever.
Yeah.
Like 4 apples on a thing to like each.
Yeah.
What happens to the 500th person in line that's like, well, fuck, you don't.
Yeah.
Where's my 4 apples?
Well, there's literally a thing that this literally happens with John when after he lets all the wildlings through, they live in a mole's town. He has to take like food down, and they get like 1 onion or 1 apple each, and like he's giving them food, but they're all bitching about it. Like,
Yeah.
which understandably, but yeah.
Yeah. You can only bitch up, right?
Yeah. So then we get Corliss yelling at Rhaenyra for the kids. This was a sick scene.
I was like, this is the end. Forget what you thought was going to be the end of your house. This is the end of your house. You're about to get your head chopped off next. Next scene, to the throne room, off with your fucking head. I thought that was what we were seeing.
Yeah, good thing Damon's gone, because this is exactly what Daemon said that got his head cut in half. Yeah. But you like he has a point, and Rhaenyra knows he has a point, and she's just like,
I mean, I guess she's accepted it. Like, she's not even
again, they
fighting.
don't give us an answer. That's one of the problems that I have with this show is like a lot of times there's like an interesting thing and then just like cuts away before like it's resolved. And it's like, I get you're trying to keep a surprise for then like the scene where it gets resolved. We won't know what's going to happen, but like, yeah, I don't know. They did it twice with this one.
But even just like her still fighting the legitimacy.
Like when they had the dinner earlier, I wish Corliss just like would have followed her out of the room and had this conversation then. So it's like one surprise of like we don't know what her decision is, and then she decides against it when she knights him, or she decides for it when she knights him, or what. Instead of like what's her decision? Oh, she decided against it. Let's have the conversation again. Oh, what's her decision this time? Yeah, like we did it.
I will say
I did like the scene though.
I'll take a guess because I never hear of House Valerian again. They ain't getting fucking knighted, and this ain't gonna end well.
We'll see.
So I don't know who fucking's running Driftmark in
normal times, Game of Thrones times.
And in Game of Thrones time. So fuck the Valerian house. They must do something bad.
Yeah.
They're on my shit list except for Bela.
Can't be on the shit list. All right, next. Rhaenyra and Alicent. I have your son, but I'm gonna send him to the wall. She's like, oh, should I thank you? And then she's like, I want you to see if it's actually your son, and it's not.
You know what's well, I don't even know. Do you really think she was doing it to ID?
No, not at first.
It was like, hey, like you're just gonna like say your goodbyes, basically. Yeah,
I don't think Rhaenyra thought it was a fake at all until Alicent like didn't recognize the kid. And then actually, when she met with Alicent before they walked in, Alicent's like, I've only seen him once in 5 years. I thought like, will she even know? Like, as long as the kid looks close, she might not even know.
It's also like, damn, like you ain't even like you never had him to court, like you never did anything. You didn't get out there to celebrate his birthday one time. And
I need to look up how old he is in this show versus in the books. But like, he has a dragon. Like he could just fly here for like a long weekend one time.
That had a saddle on it.
Yeah. Like he could just fly here for a long weekend one time, or like,
dude, that dragon looks sweet too. That little blue thing,
the Blue Queen,
great color.
That's what they call that one.
Can't miss that one.
Yeah, so it was cool. Again, I like just like the child swap. That's just like a Game of Thrones thing. Cool mystery.
Fagon Faria.
And
now we got Farron.
Dagon, Jon Snow, Daeron. I can't. How do you put an FD?
Farron. Just Farron.
Farron, I guess. Yeah, Farron.
Faderon.
Fake Dallas baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did like that plot thing. I thought it was going to go on more than just one episode, but I like it. So then it ends with we get the news of Tumbleton. She's like, what's Ormond up to? It's like, oh, well, he's up to taking this entire city hostage.
I don't know if I trust this dragon tamer. To your point, like, oh, you're the only one that escaped. You're all fucked up and cut and ashy, but...
And what'd you take as the news? Like, what's basically has happened? What did he say?
They took the city of Tumbleton hostage.
But yeah, no one's allowed out, but they have everyone inside.
They're like, come burn us, basically.
Well, if you want to come kill us, you're gonna have to kill. But yeah, we're like using the human shield tactic, like Cersei did, basically. Yeah.
Let them chill there. What I thought was going to happen, I didn't check to see how much time was left in the episode. All right, Damon, mount up. You, Ulf, Hugh, Hightower.
Damon's already gone.
Whatever. Adam, whoever's in fucking town. Hugh and Ulf, Hightower, go start lacing some fire. Lay some fire down on actual Hightower was like what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah. I think we're probably going to get some whatever's going on with the Hightower, Ormond, and Daron next episode for sure.
I need a positive ID on Daron. I need to know who we're dealing with.
Yeah. I also knew they were keeping the casting for Daron secret, and I didn't know why, and this is why, because they didn't want to say who the cast was, and all of us to be like, well, that's not who they said it was.
Can I look it up now?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they've
tomorrow it'll be headline news
announced. Yeah, if it's a big name, I'm sure. But yeah, good. I liked it. We forgot to say last week. The first 2 episodes of the season were basically the last 2 episodes of season 2, and it felt like it. Right, the penultimate with Jace's death, and then the Rhaenyra taking the throne as like a season finale. So this is kind of like episode 1 of season 3, really.
Great episode.
Good. I feel like it's a good. It feels like more of an intro episode.
Yeah.
The intro episode did. Intro felt like a penultimate.
If you could honestly do this with a character every episode, right? Like
a few of them you could probably make.
Maybe
work.
not everyone. You still need to like bounce around. Like you still need to obviously always see Rhaenyra, but like. You could probably do a whole Aemon day.
Aemon. I was thinking Aemon and Daemon.
Depending on what the fuck Aemon's doing. Aemon and
Daemon, you could probably get by with.
Maybe not Alicent anymore, but you could have done Alicent in the past.
At one point, yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was great.
Yeah, great. I hope we stick with it. The only thing that sucks, though, is if this is episode 1 of season 3, we only have six episodes of season 3.
Yeah, they're not going to... You said it. This was an experiment. It's the only one that they did.
Yeah, they're not going to... My point is, like, just like the feel of the last couple episodes, it did feel like penultimate and then season finale. This feels like a season 1, episode 1 episode.
It was Dunkish. We were never really away from Dunk.
That's true. We stick with Dunk the whole time, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, 90% probably,
yeah,
right?
There's a scene where Egg is training with the horse by himself, but yeah, you're right. Besides that, it's probably all Dunk. Yeah, that I can think of. So, yeah.
Cool. I enjoyed it a lot. All right, wrap it up.
Yeah, that's all I got. Talk to you guys in the next one for episode 4. Bye-bye.